Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to this video. Today is pretty much the last video of charcoals and pastel because, well, April is done and I'm moving on to inks for May. I will return to charcoal and pastels in the second half of 2016, but for now I'm done with that medium. And before I stop focusing on charcoal and pastels, I wanted to try something which is charcoal and white chalk, so a black and white painting on a different kind of a paper. So usually I do have quite the textured paper. It's either one that is especially for pastels or for watercolors maybe. So there's way more texture there, way more fiber. This paper here is a very, very smooth cardstock that is actually for graphite pencils or colored pencils, not so much for pastels, or it's not intended for that and not for charcoal as well. But I wanted to try it and see if I could work with that medium on that paper and use the smooth texture of the surface to my advantage, especially for the background, and still have texture though in that snail shell here. I wanted to try that out, and I have to say it worked way better than I expected, especially on the textured part on this shell here. So I started with laying down layers of charcoal and then blending them out with white chalk, which gives it a natural gradient shade of dark grays and light grays. Now the snail herself is black in this drawing here, and then I went on to the background, and I have some texture of the cardboard that I use to protect my table underneath. I have that on my paper, and I was first a bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to blend it out, but I was, and I was really surprised how well and how smooth of a background I could achieve with that paper and just my paper stump here blending the charcoal on the paper, and I can go really close to the shell and don't have to be afraid to smudge anything that I don't want to smudge. Underneath the shell I darkened the shadow quite a bit because the light is pretty much coming from the upper right hand side, and I just worked slowly my way towards, well, the shade of medium or dark gray that I wanted to have for certain sections. For the upper section of the background, I decided to go with a solid white and just blend it into the grays that I had as the surface for the snail shell to sit on. And that actually was really, really cool and very, again, smooth. It's almost watercolory, but then again, it's done with charcoal. So with the remains of that white chalk, I went over the shell and just dabbed the paper stump, and that makes those scratchy kind of patterns on the snail shell. And it stayed super, super well. It didn't, well, blend into the layers of charcoal and chalk that I had used on the shell before, and I was really surprised by that. I liked it. I finished up with a layer of fixative spray and then just signed my name, and this is my very quick, very tiny, fast charcoal sketch of a snail house or shell, whatever you want to call it. I thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. There's lots of photos and stuff on my blog for this particular painting, and I will see you tomorrow on the Talk O'Clock vlog. You can see behind the scenes what will come up the next week on my channel here, and well, have a very good day, go create and have fun. Bye!